Kaliko, good to see you. Thanks so much for your time.
How you doing, Petey?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. You know what? I'm just so excited that we're gonna get more St. Denis Medical. I feel like that is just, it's one of those things too where, you know, we need a show like this right now. Does it feel like that reading the scripts though? Like there's so much fun and joy to the show.
Thank you so much because you're echoing what I feel and what I think. We do need more. I'm so excited about another season. I can't wait. Let's start now. Let's go.
Workplace comedies, you know what I mean, are like, there's been some of the most iconic ones, and you worked on them and everything with Superstore. A medical workplace comedy, what's going through your mind early on, even before, you know, booking Val? Like, what's that mindset like for you specifically?
Love a workplace comedy, as you know. The medical field was new to me. Listen, still is. Like every time there's a procedure, if we have to be doing it, I'm like, oh no. Like call in the experts, man. Like you want to make it look and feel real, even though it's a sitcom. Like you want to, you don't want the nurses to be like, no, wrong. So it was a little bit of that, like nervous. You want to do it right, but I also thought, man, this is why haven't we done this more? Because a hospital, an ER, like the perfect place for drama, comedy, all of the emotions.
There was a lot there, and it's a very meme-worthy show, just like Superstore. Were you expecting the memes?
You know, I'm not a hip gal like with the memes, but the kids are great. They can make a meme out of just about anything.
I mean, they made memes out of the cross.
Yeah. You know what? I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Should be memed. That cross was enormous.
It was big, absolutely. Breaking the fourth wall is always a really cool, interesting thing, and we can probably have a podcast series on this, right? What do you think about the way it's kind of done in a show like this, right? It was done in other shows like The Office. I mean, it's a unique way, but it's like, that's always been kind of a not touchy, but like a very kind of talked about thing, right? Like looking into the camera.
Yes. So I think some of the others, like maybe the younger kids on our cast, were used to it. They grew up watching it. For me, being in a mockumentary and looking at the camera was a new thing. I had to really learn that it's okay to look at the camera. I would only do it in the beginning when I was directed to or when it was written. But then I started to realize, listen up, it's okay. If it feels right, there's no wrong answer. You can look into the camera if you feel like it's appropriate. So it's been a nice way to try a new style of acting.
It's interesting, right? Because it's all storytelling at the end of the day. It's different worlds, different characters. But I'm wondering how separate are past projects compared to something like St. Denis Medical for you specifically. With Superstore, I mean, similar kind of creators and everything, but like, were there mindset preparations from working on Superstore that you brought to St. Denis Medical, or are they completely separate once you wrap them?
I think they're completely separate. Listen, I know the guys like Eric and Dustin, so that was nice to come in with that comfort of knowing how they work, knowing how smart they are, how creative. So I put a lot of trust into the showrunners and the writers because they know what they're doing. And so they really do their job so well and make it easy for us and for me to start anew, like, because this character is so vastly different than the one I played on Superstore. I kind of had to leave that behind and start fresh in a new environment, new character, and see what comes up.
And you know what? It's so exciting that we are going to get a season 2 of St. Denis Medical. And, at this point, all you could say is there's going to be more Valve. There's going to be more St. Denis Medical, right? There's not much more you could say.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm keeping a secret. I literally don't know. They're writing it as we speak, so I'm as excited as you might be.
Absolutely, I can't wait. And people can check out, season 1 of St. Denis Medical on NBC. Kaliko, so great chatting with you. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.